Corona Sunbrew, another non-alcoholic option from one of the giants in the beer industry. Does the taste hold up? And why does this particular beer have a warning on the label that urges adults not to have more than 2 servings per day? Let's find out. Welcome back to the Reeview, where all sober January we're reviewing non-alcoholic beers to help you with your Dry February campaign in support of the Canadian Cancer Society. And a reminder, if you're able to donate, you can find a link down in the description below to donate to the Canadian Cancer Society. Today's beer is another offering from AB InBev, the Belgian giant corporation that owns the likes of Budweiser, Stella Artois, Labatt, and countless others, including Corona. Introduced 1 year ago during last dry January, Corona Sunbrew is a 0% alcohol version of the company's very popular Corona Extra. It's essentially Corona Extra with the alcohol removed, some natural flavorings added, and vitamin D blended in. And that's where things get interesting. You see a lot of the marketing, and it's featured quite prominently on the bottle, touts that it can give you 30% of your daily vitamin D intake. It's something that they decided to put out there to set themselves apart from other non-alcoholic beer options. Now, 30% is a lot, so much so that on the back of the bottle, it reads, "For adults only, do not exceed 2 servings per day. Do not consume this product with other supplemented foods." So I've never seen that in a beer before, but clearly they've packed so much vitamin D in this thing that they're saying, please don't have 3, because that's pretty much all the vitamin D that you need in a day. So let's have 1 serving and find out how it is. It almost feels heretical to put Corona in a glass. It's very much a bottle drinking, but let's do it anyways to see the color. Beautiful. All right, let's give this a try. Unmistakably Corona. That's refreshing, crisp, light. It's almost a dead ringer for Corona Extra. Much like Heineken 0.0, you can tell that these big companies have put a lot of work into recreating their alcoholic product as best as possible. If this was a blind taste test, I would have absolutely known that this was an offering from Corona. It just has that uniquely Corona taste to it. It's good, it's easy drinking, and it's 64 calories in a 355 milliliter offering. As you know, I like to standardize my calories. This one is just 60 in the 330 milliliter bottle, but since I'm comparing them all at the 355 milliliter level as one can, comparing it to the Heineken 0.0, which I reviewed in the last review along with a couple other Pilsners, this is about 10 calories less, but more importantly, 2 grams less sugar. The Heineken has 4 grams of sugar, and this has 2. So less sugar, less calories, and a similar ability to nail the original taste of the offering. That being said, I prefer the Heineken when it comes to alcoholic beverages. If you ask me to pick between a Corona and a Heineken at the bar, I'm picking Heineken every single time. However, in the non-alcoholic offerings, I have to give this one to Corona. I would much rather reach for one of these, not just because it's less calories and less sugar, but also it's just incredibly easy drinking, and this is definitely something that nails the taste and expectations that you have when you crack open a Corona. So, in the end, great beer for a sunny day. That being said, we're talking about dry February, and this is sober January. So, where does it stand? Are you the type of person that's going to reach for something that has that undeniable summery vibe that Corona offers on a cold, rainy winter day, much like today here in Victoria, BC in January, that's up to you. I think that I would probably go for the Heineken if I'm making a weather-based beverage decision. That being said, overall, I am going to give it to the Corona. So, if you like Corona and you like that cerveza style of beer, definitely give this a try. I highly recommend it, and it's worth checking out. While I'm finishing this, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and if you can, please donate to the Canadian Cancer Society. Help support our Dry February campaign. The link is down in the description. Cheers, and see you in the next review.